Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Everybody meant to log on here. Hi Tipton, glad to see you on. Getting a little chilly here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's supposed to be our first actually cold snap, I guess, of the winter. Hey Dan. And so we're waiting to see how the weather's going to be in the morning for our Kenpo Fit class at 5:30. So we give everybody a couple more seconds to log on, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Today, we're going to talk about accountability, but it may not be exactly what you think it is. So we'll give everybody about another 20 seconds or so, and then we'll get started with this. This topic, I think, is really important for us as parents and us as adults that are responsible for guiding and being role models of kids in our lives. I think it's pretty important perspective for us to take a look at. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Bill with Texas Storm Kenpo, and my subject today, as you probably already read on Facebook, is being an accountability partner for your child. Now, by definition, an accountability partner is somebody who's responsible for holding another person to their commitments. It sounds simple. It's not always easy to do because we have a habit a lot of times of telling people we care about what we think they want to hear, not necessarily what they need to hear. And even as grown-ups, we don't necessarily want to hear what we know needs to be said, because we don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. We don't want to think that we're not in total control of what we're doing. But one of the best things that I've learned over the last couple of years is having accountability partners actually keep you in a direction. They keep your boat focused where you need to go, and they don't allow you to sit and make excuses and, yeah, I know I should, but, and yeah, it's not my fault, and coulda, woulda kind of stuff. They have the ability, if you have a good accountability partner, to just kind of set you straight, keep you on your commitments, and keep you moving in the right direction. Now, as parents, a huge part of our responsibility towards our kids is to teach them to set goals and be responsible. I mean, after all, isn't that what we want out of our kids? Isn't that what we want out of all the children in our life, whether our kids or we work with them on a regular basis? That should be our main purpose, is to teach them how to set goals and keep their commitments. So part of being responsible is taking care of the things that you've been given to take care of. But we assume everybody, including children, know how to keep a commitment, know how to set goals, know how to, stay that compass direction regardless of the weather that's put in front of us. And so responsibility and commitments really go hand in hand. And especially as parents, you are the primary role model in your child's life. So your kids follow what they see us do. Our kids follow what they see us do. So we are the gold standard for our kids' ability to follow through with commitments. If they see us making commitments, oh, I'm going to quit smoking, and then you go out and have a cigarette, oh, I'm going to do this, and yet you don't do it when you tell them you're going to do it. What kind of example is that setting as the primary role model in our kids' lives? So you need to take that into account. So I think that as adults, number one, we have to lead by example. Number two, we have to lead them. And us holding our kids accountable. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Holding our kids accountable for what they need to do, even when times get tough. Getting them to class, even when they don't feel like it. Making them put a video game away. Getting their uniform and their gear and getting to class. Or getting them in a habit of finishing their homework as soon as they get home from school. Getting them to develop a good bedtime routine. Stop watching TV about a half an hour before it's time to go to bed. Build a ritual about, whether it's taking a bath, brushing their teeth, getting them all squared away, and then give them time to calm down and relax before it's time for them to go to bed. Getting their clothes set out, getting them to put all their school work in the same place every day, building those habits, and making them accountable, holding them accountable for doing the things that you and your child knows that they need to be doing. We want them to be successful. We want them to set goals, and we want them to hold to commitments that they make. So I got 7 points that I would like to talk about that will make you, as an adult, a great accountability partner for your child. Number 1 is, as an adult in their life, be informed. I get some parents come in and go, I didn't know my kid was supposed to do that. I didn't know that we were doing it. I didn't even know we were having a parents' night out. What's your responsibility as a parent or as an adult in a child's life to be informed? You can't hold them accountable if you don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Does that make sense? The second thing is be involved. I see more and more parents that are so involved in their own life, they don't take the time to give young people the attention that they need. They are looking up to us as the people who have already gone before them to guide them, to keep them on the compass point. So you got to know what they're supposed to do, and you have to actively be a part of helping your child stay the course. In general, kids don't quit my school. Parents quit my school. I'm going to be honest with you. Because parents have as much trouble staying the course as their kids, because they don't have somebody whispering in their ears. Sometimes, some people, they don't have somebody whispering in their ear to tell them to keep going, keep doing it, keep moving in that direction. The next thing is to not only be informed and be involved in what your kid's doing, but give them time. Remember, as parents, we are our child's number 1 role models. All the rest of us in your child's life are helpers. We're your helpers. We try to be accountability partners for your kids. But they're with us a very short period of time each month. They're with you much, much more. So a lot of kids are brought to us. Parents say, well, my kid needs to learn focus. My kids need to learn respect. My kid needs to build confidence. We can do that. But we need you to be a partner in your child's success. And the best way to do that is to learn what they need to do, to be informed, be actively involved in your kid's progress, whether it's school, scouts, martial arts, whatever it is that they're doing. Because you need to be that voice in their ear, telling them, keep working. You're seeing progress. Don't stop. Keep going in the direction that you're going to reach that goal. And ask questions. Hi, Lauren. Glad to see you on. Ask questions. Ask questions of us. You know, what's your kids doing? What do they need? What should they be working on? A lot of parents don't ever even reach out to us and go, hey, how's my kid doing? Are they on target for where they need to be? Ask your kid questions. How they're doing at school. Are they having any problems? Because they're going to look to you first. They're going to look to me second. And the more that your child feels that you are involved, mentally, emotionally, physically involved in their commitment and progress toward their goals, the more they're going to lean on you, the more they're going to rely on you to be that person to keep them pointed in the right direction. And they need that. They don't know how to do that. Heck, I know a lot of parents that don't know how to find a direction, to keep focused on one thing long enough to accomplish it. So imagine how kids feel. I'm being honest. I'm just telling you, straight talk. The next thing is to teach your child time management. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to relax. There should be time to play. There should be time for video games and TV and movies. And there should be time to work on the goals that they want to achieve. And if done right, there's enough time for all that. But again, a lot of adults are not good at managing their time. How can we expect their children to be? So you may need to, as a parent, as that accountability partner to your child, to keep them on the path. You may need to learn some time management. There's free courses. There's all kinds of stuff. The information is there. It just, again, you have to take the time. You have to be involved. You have to ask. You have to find the information. But helping your kid with time management will teach them not everything is not always either this or that. I either get to do this or I gotta do that. They can learn how to build blocks of time. Set goals now. Learn how to set goals as a child. That will carry over as an adult. Learning time management, learning how to juggle everything as an adult, I'm going to tell you from experience, that is not the easy way to do it. Teaching my kids how to set priorities, how to set times, how to give time value to things is probably, has allowed my kids to grow up, and they're probably going to be way more successful than I could ever be, because I wasn't given those tools when I was young. The next point I want to make, an accountability partner is somebody who should guide rather than gripe. The world is full of negative crap that it gives us. Absolutely full of it. A child doesn't need one more person on their back looking for everything they're doing wrong. What they need is that accountability partner showing the way and keeping them walking the path. We can't get people, as adults even, to want to do the work it takes to be successful if they feel every step of the way they're doing something wrong. So think about that for a moment. You can still be an accountability partner. You can still hold your kid to task. You can still help them set goals. You can help them learn successful routines, whether it's in the morning before they go to school, or in the evening when they come home, or before they go to bed. That's our job, is to guide them, is to teach them those things. Then, guiding them to do it on a regular basis, rather than griping because they're not getting stuff done when we feel it should be done. And the last point about being an accountability partner I want to make today is about rewarding achievement. As an adult, think about the things in life that you take as rewards. It's all different for everybody. Some people want money. Just give me a raise. Give me a bonus. It's pretty good for most people. But some people, recognition is what they need to make them work harder, to make them stay over the extra 10 minutes at work, to finish that while everybody else is running for their car. And if we don't get the rewards that we need internally, we go, oh, big deal, I got a raise. I got a 2% raise. My coworkers got 1.5%. Big freaking deal for all the work that I did all year. But if you work in a place where they recognize you and they slip you dinner tickets or tickets to a ball game and go, here, this is for all the work that you've done. Or even in an email, put it out there to everybody that, hey, so-and-so went above and beyond. We are very proud of them. They're an important part of our company. All of a sudden, money don't mean nothing to those people. So you know your child better than anybody else. But finding a system that they relate to as a reward system, as they achieve their goals, the things that you hold them accountable for. Number one, we're moving away from negative stuff when they do wrong. We're moving to a positive place when they do right. Think about that. Again, as adults at work, somebody jumps on your back, so you didn't get something done in time, or you didn't cross a T, or you forgot to put in, a sentence or whatever. All of a sudden you feel like, oh man, I can't do nothing right. Even if most of the time you do fantastic work, if they don't acknowledge it, kids are no different. And we've got way more life experience to deal with negative stuff, rewards, everything like that than they do. So, to kind of recap these 7 things. Number 1, be informed. Find out what's going on with your kid. Find out what's going on in school. Find out what's going on in our studio in relation to your kid. Be involved. Be part of what we do here. The more that you are involved in the activities that your child does, in general, the harder they're going to work, because they want to impress you. They're not worried about impressing me. They want to impress you. Give your time, one-on-one time, to a child. That's worth more than money to them. That attention, that's what they thrive on. And this has to be a lot. 5 minutes a day, you and your kids, or one-on-one with them, sit down with them, talk to them, find the things that they really like. Talk about their fears. It won't happen just the first time you sit down and talk, but you need to give your time. Because the more time you give to a child, the more they trust you, the more they will listen to you. Ask questions of them, of their teachers at school, of us, so that you are absolutely in the know, involved, completely informed, and that you become a parent that your child goes, my dad, he's really in on what I'm doing. My mom, she wants to know everything about every time I learn something new. She wants to see it. She wants to know how hard it was to learn. Time management. If you're not good at it, and I think it takes work all the time for me, if you're not good at it, find a free course online. Buy a book. Go to Half Price Books. Get a decent book on time management. Learn it with your kid. But the more that you teach them rituals, the more that they get their life in order, the easier it is for you to be a high-quality accountability partner in your child's success. Focus on guiding them rather than griping at them. I mean, sometimes you just got to tell a kid, that's wrong, don't do it again. If you spend time in my school, you see I don't hesitate to tell a child that. But if you spend time in my school, you see that I get hugs. I ask them every day, how's school? How they're doing? How's everything going? And I don't just say it. I make a point that they know that I really want to know. And come up with a reward system that your child will thrive with. Whether it's just extra attention, maybe it's taking them to Brahms once a week. They get everything done they're supposed to do. But don't be afraid to hold your child accountable for what they're supposed to be doing. As adults, our job is to guide them. And the better that we get at these 7 points, the more your child will listen to you, the more they will trust you, the more they will come to you. They will count on you for the important things that happen in their life. Now, if you would like this short PDF on being an accountability partner for your child, just post your email in the comments below, and I'll get this out to you sometime tomorrow. And if you got any value out of this, please below like. If you haven't done already, comment with your thoughts. I mean, this isn't everything. This isn't the whole list of what makes us good accountability partners for our children, but it's a start. And like the quote that Ronlin put on the board this week was, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Now, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen in on this. And I really would like for you to like it. Give me a bunch of likes. I need them. I like being liked. And post your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this? What do you think are other points that we could add? There'll be of value. And please share. If you feel that the video was, you got any value at all out of it, please share it on your personal pages. I would welcome that. And again, time is our most valuable resource. And so I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. So until next time, make tomorrow great for someone in your life. I appreciate you. Bye.